Members of the Richland Center FFA chapter are with us. We have Maggie Edwards, President, Riley Banker, Vice President, Maureen Kleppe, Secretary, Esme Roan, Reporter, Sophia Ringelstetter, the Parliamentarian, as well, as we welcome them along to the studio today. I'm trying to think who's been on the morning show with us the most. Maybe Riley. So
probably.
maybe you should go first.
Riley.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can go first.
What do you like about FFA?
I mean, it's just great. It's probably the best student organization within our school. I mean, we learn so much through FFA, and it's not even just, well, it is agriculture, but it's not just farming, because we learn things about plant science and animal science. Like, there's different categories within that. So, and our meetings are always fun. So, and we have lots of competitions. It's just a great organization.
At this point in the year, you know, you're better than 100 days past the start of school, so you're into the second semester.
Yes.
Are there some things coming up for FFA here in the second semester?
For second semester, upcoming, we will have career development events. So we'll get to go, and it's like judging events. We have an ag mech team, a livestock judging, and then a dairy judging team. So so we'll be going to Platteville and judging on their farms, but that they allow us to go on and look at their animals. So that's one thing. And then we've got plants grown in the greenhouse right now. At meetings, we're getting more people involved so that after the meetings, we can have some cool presentations. We just had someone from Premier Cooperative, and then today for our meeting, we are having a lamb.
All right. So you're going to bring some animals out too.
Yes.
Yeah, behind the school, it's a regular little farmette back there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. We've got some goats back there. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome. So you and Esme just recently returned from some competition. Can you tell us about that?
So we just returned from our leadership development events. Those are our speaking events. So we have lots of activities within that. We have a discussion meet, which me and Esme did. Extemporaneous, so get to prepare a speech within 30 minutes. That was an interesting one to compete in.
It was tough, but we tried our best.
And then we also had a seventh grader, I believe, go on to the sectional event because she got first in Creed speaking. So that's really exciting for her.
Sure. Middle school involved in FFA as well at Richland Center?
Yes, we've got 7th and 8th grade. They're involved, and they can do middle school events that we have for LDs and CDEs. So, yeah, we like to get them involved because they're the future of agriculture.
You bet. Esme, I'll ask you a little bit about this competition then. So do you learn the subject that you're going to be speaking on, and you got 30 minutes to prepare? How does that work?
Not really. So for the extemp speaking, you go in and they hand you a bowl and say pick 3 pieces of paper out of this bowl, and then you get to pick one topic out of those 3 to write your 30-minute speech on. You do get to bring in, 30 minutes to write a 5-minute speech, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
30-minute speech would be kind of long.
Yeah, that would be very long. But you do get to bring in a binder, and they give you 10 minutes on a computer out of those 30-minute prep minutes. But yeah, it's a tough event, definitely very competitive. It was me and Riley's first year. Unfortunately, we did not advance to sectionals, but, you know, we tried our best. We did do well in the discussion meet. So discussion meet, you do get the topics in advance, and you go in and you basically just have a discussion with 6 other people. And the judges judge you based off of how involved you are in the discussion, how well you know your topic, your opening and closing statements that you give. Riley and I, there's 2 heats for that event, and Riley and I advanced to the finals. And then after that, again, we unfortunately did not advance to sectionals, but we were very encouraged by the fact that we made it to finals that day. So it went very well. And then, like Riley said, we had a middle schooler compete in Creed speaking. She had to memorize the entire FFA Creed, and then she had to speak it to a panel of judges. So it's a very, again, difficult event, but she did very well, and she is moving on to sectionals in the next month or 2, I think.
Do you know her name?
Yeah. Emily, what's her last?
Brown.
Emily
Okay.
Brown, yes.
Congratulations to Emily. That's awesome. So, yeah, that sounds like a great chance to network a little bit. You meet students from other schools, I'm sure, too.
Absolutely. That was one of the things I loved about Discussion Meet. You do get to hear lots of different ideas that you can implement into your chapter back at school. So I loved that one. That was an amazing event.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. It seems like
you.
you did well, even though you're not moving on to the next level.
Yeah.
So the thing is that you learned, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, Maggie, we'll put you on the spot as president. So is this something that you've aspired to do through your high school years, become president?
Actually, I did not want to be president. When I was first starting out in FFA, I wasn't really sure if it was what I wanted to do. I didn't think I would want to be in such a big leadership position. I was nervous, I guess.
Why are you involved in FFA?
I really like the experiences you get from going to conventions, like in national convention and state convention, and there's just so many opportunities in it.
And maybe a career in agriculture someday?
Yeah, I want to be a vet tech, so that's also kind of helped out.
Yeah. So having some animals around the school, that probably helps a little bit too, doesn't it? That is awesome. So any other projects coming up here for the remainder of the year at the school?
I'm not sure. I don't think we have much coming up because our advisor, Miss Fetting, is out because she just had a baby.
Oh,
So we have a
congratulations to her. So that's awesome. And what about some fundraisers? You guys do some brat stands and things like that from time to time, don't you?
We probably will do a couple brat stands. We don't have anything set up now, but whenever companies usually offer us some, and we'll say, yeah, sure.
When the weather gets a little nicer.
Yeah, when the weather's nicer.
Absolutely. Well, nice to have you in here. Maureen Kleppe, the secretary, tell us about what you do. What does a secretary do?
Yeah, I take notes at the meeting, and I just kind of stay very involved at the meetings, making sure stuff's, ready, stuff like that.
Did it take much convincing for you to join FFA?
No, I mean, considering I show cattle, it's kind of just something I'm very interested in, and it definitely benefits me a lot. So I have lots of opportunities through it and stuff like that.
How many shows do you do during the summer for cattle shows?
Well, it starts out in September-ish, and I'll go to a couple jackpots in the fall, and then in the winter we usually have it off because it's cold, and then in the spring we go to a couple more jackpots, and then in the summer we go to state fair and then county fair, obviously, in September.
Do you get nervous for those, or have you done enough?
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work and dedication that you have to go through to get to the point, but
and you can
it's
be
fun.
as prepared as you want, but it also depends on the animal too, doesn't it? So good. What about a career in agriculture, perhaps?
I don't really know what I want to do in my future, but definitely something in agricultural, but I'm not sure yet.
Wonderful. And Sophia is here as well. Sophia Ringelstetter. So parliamentarian. What do you do? Put the smack down, or what do you do?
I kind of just make sure the meeting is going well. I don't really do much, but yeah.
How long have you been involved in FFA?
Since 7th grade.
Okay. And you are, what grade are you this year?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay. So do you aspire to maybe rise to Maggie's level someday? Maybe be the prez or not?
Maybe. It's kind of a lot of pressure, but I guess I'll have to see if I'm up for it.
How often does FFA meet during the school year? Do you once a week or?
Once a month.
Once a month,
Yeah.
okay.
We usually have an after-school meeting once a month. And yeah.
What do you like the most about FFA?
All the opportunities it kind of gives you, and you get to meet a lot of new people and learn so much more about agriculture.
Have you been involved in any other competitions outside the club?
Not really. Well, I mean, for FFA I did do Quiz Bowl, but that was in middle school. And so, yeah.
Quiz Bowl, was that kind of like the quiz that you gave Henry and I then?
Yeah.
Pretty similar? So you have to be up on all your FFA facts and figures then, sure. How about a career? Have you thought about that? I know you're just a sophomore, but...
I'm looking more into, physical therapy, so nothing really in agriculture.
Good. I know your club has done a lot of things, Maggie, in terms of branching out and kind of co-oping with other clubs in the school as well. You've got pretty good numbers, right? Yeah. Recruiting people to be an FFA.
Yeah, our numbers have probably gone down a little bit, but we have probably a good amount of people.
Do you go down the halls and recruit and say,
No.
You need to be an FFA? Everybody here have the blue corduroy jacket too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, very good. Anything else anybody would like to add about Richland Center FFA? No?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Appreciate you guys coming in here.
Of course.
I'm really kind of mad that you let Henry Bray win the FFA quiz. think it was rigged. Thanks for coming in today. Happy FFA week. Maggie Edwards, President, Riley Banker, Vice President, Maureen Kleppe, the Secretary, Esme Roan, the reporter, and Sophia Ringelstetter, Parliamentarian, members of the Richland Center High School FFA.